Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Hey fish friends, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. My name is Zenzo from Tazawa Tanks. So a lot of you have been following kind of the saga of the Mudskippers. You know that I have my brackish tank with my Mudskippers named Larry, Curly, and Mo. And we have the figure 8 puffer that up until now has been unnamed. If you've been following my channel for a while, if you've been following kind of the progression of me getting these Mudskippers, you know that I placed an original order for the Mudskippers that I wanted. That company fell through. They dropped the ball. I didn't hear from them. And I ended up having to call the bank and stopping that charge, reversing that charge, as that company never fulfilled the order and they never responded to any of my inquiries. So before you guys are worrying about the title of this video and what's going on with the Mudskippers, Larry, Curly, and Mo are just fine. So the 3 Mudskippers that I've had, they are healthy, they're fine, they're eating, they're little fatzos. The puffer's fine. So anyway, I'm going to set the camera down and kind of give you the story of what's going on. So for those of you that are not familiar with the story, I placed an order at the beginning of January for 4 Mudskippers, and I placed that order. I waited a few days, called the company that I ordered them from because I wanted to be here when they arrived, just to make sure that they weren't sitting outside unnecessarily. That company never answered the phone. I called 3 different numbers. I sent text messages. I left voicemails. Never heard back from them at all. I checked the Better Business Bureau and I saw a bunch of other people had similar experiences, and ultimately after a few weeks I called my bank and they reversed the charge, and I explained everything that happened. Well, this morning I got a knock on my door. I was working, I work from home, I was on my laptop, and there was a knock at the door. I ran downstairs, I was still in my pajamas, opened the door, and there was a mail person that had a package. And I saw that there was a package from the first company that I ordered Mudskippers from a month ago. Now keep in mind, I had already contacted the bank, I had reversed the charge, I did not pay for these, that money has been applied back to my account. And after all of that was done, these arrive on my doorstep. So quickly I opened the box, just wanting to see what was going on, and I gotta tell you, I was really, really angry. I was really upset, which you'll see here in the unboxing. Okay, we have an interesting development. So I'm gonna cut this box open and see what's going on here. What we have here is a box of Mudskippers, supposedly. So it is about a month since I placed my order. The heat pack is still warm, so that is good. So I placed my order about a month ago, and as you guys know, I didn't receive them. I didn't get any response back from the company. After multiple attempts, I ended up contacting my bank to cancel the charge. But then, 4 weeks afterwards, here we go. So there are what looks like four dead Mudskippers. So maybe one's alive, 3 are definitely dead, and this bag is rotting. So not good at all. I'm gonna try to rescue this one guy. I'll have to come back. Okay, well here is the situation. So I had a knock at my door. It was the mail person. Actually, I'm still in my pajamas. You might be able to see there. Ran downstairs, opened the box, and I'm now in my fish room. I just made this little makeshift tank here. So this is like a 7.5 gallon tank. I had some pre-mixed brackish water already, so I threw that in there, threw some sand. This has a tight fitting screen so it can cover there so that the Mudskipper can't get out. And I ordered 4 a month ago. I got 1 that looks to be alive. The other 4 are very, very dead. It's only been about 5 minutes since the door knocked, so I'm going to take care of this real quick, put them in there, we'll observe and see what's going on. Okay, so this is really foul. This is the bag that came in. There's the Mudskippers. I tell you what, guys, I'm not going to swear on YouTube, but I am really, really angry. This whole situation with this company, to see this here, I'm super upset. I would smash somebody if I saw them right now, if I knew that they were responsible for this. So this little guy, I'm going to put him in the tank here. So as you can tell from the video, I was really upset. Now it's later in the evening now. That happened this morning. I've had a chance to kind of calm down, assess the situation, went to the gym and threw around, a few hundred pounds worth of iron. So I'm a little more chill now, where I was really, really angry before, and I'm sure that came out in that little video clip. So anyway, so what I did is I set up a little tank, as you saw. Luckily, I have lots of empty tanks here. I've got 35 tanks. I've got 30 down in this room. I've got empty tanks and a little storage behind me. So I have lots of equipment to make sure that I can set something up quickly. I already had brackish water made. I just formed a quick little beach and set up this little temporary system. So for now, I'm just kind of observing. The Mudskipper has been moving around and swimming around. So this one guy made it. So 25% survival rate is really poor, especially when you paid extra for shipping, and it's supposedly shipped out yesterday. So again, I'm not going to talk about who sent me the bad shipment of Mudskippers. I don't want to get into that. If there's any type of litigation down the road, I don't want to go there. The bank did reverse the charge, so I didn't pay for them. So essentially, and I'm not going to. So I'm not going to pay for them. And if they try to fight me on it, I will, fight them to the end. Even though it was just $100, it's more of a matter of principle for me. And I think it would be very foolish of them to go that route, because then I will put them on blast for sure. So anyway, so I do have the one Mudskipper. Now I do want to talk about this tank again. So Larry, Curly, and Mo, those are the 3 Mudskippers that we've had. They're super, they're awesome, they're fun. They're eating mealworms and insects and shrimp, etc. The Puffer has been so much fun, eating snails and hunting snails, and very personable. When I come up to the tank, he always swims right up to the glass because he knows I'm going to feed him. If he sees me grab a net, he comes right up. Even if I have the net in my hand and I put the net in the water, he doesn't swim away because he knows that there are snails in that net. So a lot of you have commented about names for the Puffer. Now, again, keeping with the theme of Larry, Curly, and Mo, a lot of you said it has to be Shemp. So Shemp is the other brother, if you're not familiar with Larry, Curly, and Mo, the 3 Stooges from the TV series back in the 1940s and 50s, black and white television. Anyway, Shemp was he was actually related to two of the Stooges, I believe. I think it was a brother, actually. But anyway, so he was kind of on and off the show. He's the additional stooge, and he did live shows with them. So a lot of you said the Puffer should be named Shemp. Now, I agreed with you in my mind until this morning when this guy arrived. So you guys had a lot of comments about different names: Puff, Puffy, P. Diddy, Ocho, Hachi, 8 Ball, etc., etc. Kind of playing on the the theme of the figure 8, infinity. Shemp really made sense because he is the 4th person, not the 4th person, but the 4th fish in this tank. But with the new Mudskipper, I'm thinking that this guy, especially after all that he's been through, coming here shipped in terrible conditions, with rotten fish, it was really bad. Maybe he should be named Shemp, since he is going to be the 4th one once he's done in this quarantine process. I'll add this little guy to this tank. So maybe the new Mudskipper should be called Shemp, and then I will go with one of the other recommendations for the Puffer. So down below in the comments, let me know if you think that our new little guy here, our new friend, should be named Shemp, and if we should go with the other name for the Puffer. And there were some really clever ones, so I really do appreciate that. So anyway, back to the new one. I will observe him over the next several days just to make sure he's in good condition and healthy. The conditions of how he came here were so bad. That bag was brown with rotten, dead Mudskippers. 3 of them were dead. One of them had its guts open. The water was just putrid. It was the worst smelling. It was like a dead snail smell almost. So really bad. I wasn't sure if he was going to make it, but it's been about 12 hours now, and he is doing okay. So we will see. I'll continue to monitor him over the few days, and by the time this video comes out, it will have already been like a week or so. So if this video comes out, he's alive, he's fine, and I'm not going to release this video if he's dead. So anyway, that's what's going on with the new Mudskipper and with this tank. So again, let me know. Shemp with Larry, Curly, and Mo. So then we'll have the fourth brother, Shemp, and then we'll do one of those other fun names for the puffer. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I gotta tell you that when you guys hit that like button, it really does help my channel. It allows me to do fun things and do builds and procure fish, because YouTube does reward channels like mine with the number of likes or dislikes. So if you don't like it, you know, give it a thumbs down. There's a few of you that don't like me and I talk too much and all that stuff. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.